Doing? How's everybody doing, man? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man, for your daily dose of cowboy content, man. Brought to you by the three amigos of cowboy content, man. I got HTM Sports with me, man. I got my boy Landlord in the building, man. How's everybody doing? Man?
We good. We rocking, man. We play out ready. We in play out mode like Michael, man. It's time to turn up. Everybody ready, man. On the same accord, man. We need the same energy, man. Let's go in here and retire the GOAT, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yo, man, you guys already know who they are, man, but I'm going to go ahead and let these guys introduce themselves, man. To my left of me, man, to your right, I got the Landlord. What's up with your Landlord? Let them know where you are and let them know where they can find you at.
What's happening, man? Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, man. Come holler at your boy. Let's get it.
And then to the opposite side of him, man, I got HTM Sports. What's up with you, man?
Man, coolin', man. It's your boy Henny DeMoore over here at HTM Sports. That's Henny DeMoore on Facebook, HTM Sports on all other platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, hey, man, you already know what it is. You already know who you listening to right now. Yeah, it's your boy, man. Your boy West Coast, man. Western man. Your favorite Cowboys, cowboy content creator. You feel me? Hey, man, well, you guys already know, whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must update your thumbnail. After that, the next thing you must do is you must hit that share button, right? So I need every single person right now that is listening to the sound of my voice right now to hit that share button. You feel me? The Cowboys have how many Super Bowls? We got 5 rings. We got one for each finger right now. And starting this year, we starting to work on that other hand. You feel me? So I need y'all to give me an extra share, a total of 6 shares. We need 6 shares from every single person that's watching right now. 6 for that Super Bowl we about to win this year. You feel me? All right, so we going to count to 6. I'm going to count down. I'm going to start at 1. I'm going to get to 6. By the time I get to 6, everybody who is listening to the content should have shared. Listen to me. Sending super chats and sending stars, that is optional. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Sharing the content, that is not optional. If you ain't going to share, get your ass up out of here. You feel me? And if I catch you slipping, I'm booting you. You feel me? On my mind. I wish it would give me a feature that said the folks who don't share, yeah, this is the whole list of people who don't share. You feel me? They going to instantly disappear. You got to hit that share button. You feel me? You want to know why? Because that's the real way we actually grow this content. Y'all didn't know that. That's the real way we grow the content. You feel me? All right, so now the next thing we need you guys to do is there's these things called Super Chat. It's going to be on YouTube and then on Facebook. The next thing we need you guys to do is on Facebook, it's called Stars. Now, I need every single person as I say your name, I need you guys to hit that share button and hit that star button. And then also, fellas, you guys got a lot of people that saying what's up to you guys. If you see somebody that say what's up to you, interrupt me egregiously and say what's up to them back, because you guys already know they way more important than me. You feel me? Because I see some folks already saying what's up to Henny in the comment box, and I saw what's up Landlord talking about it's the 13th, but you know my check gonna hit on the 21st. Just let me hold it to the 21st. Hey man, listen to me. If you ain't paid your rent, please inbox Landlord. Don't talk about that on the comment box, please. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, because you know what they do. They gonna try to put you on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to put you
shout out to my boy T Smooth TV in the building, rocking with me in the trap. Yes, and he said it's a triple trap today.
Yes,
then we got Darren Cowboys Pose in the building, Truth Only in the building. Y'all better hit that comment so I can shout you out. Shout out to Albert Bertley. What's happening? We in here, man. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And in HTM, I know you got some people over there watching. As soon as hey, listen to me, man. If you're watching the content and you ain't commenting, man, that's being weird, man. Stop being weird. You feel me? My boy HTM want to show you some love, but he can't because he don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying? Facebook is different. On Facebook, regardless if you say something, it's still going to populate your name. So I just know who don't be talking to me. YouTube, you actually got to talk so we can talk back. You feel me? Also, real quick, shout out to Joseph Kukalua. Appreciate you, my boy. Tyler, appreciate you. Hey, Kukalua, next time I come to Hawaii, I need to, you know what I need, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at your pictures. Tyler, what's up with your boy? Appreciate you for that dollar. Hey, Starboy Entertainment. Hey, man, I need that new playoff song. And also, listen, all y'all cowboy rappers, all y'all cowboy rappers that be making these fire-ass cowboy songs, I'm going to tell you this right now. Drop one more fire-ass cowboy song and don't mention West Coast Cowboy and see if I don't be on your ass. Y'all up here mentioning these players, bro. You better, I'm going to be in my feelings for a minute. You feel me? Because I know y'all be dropping Trayvon Diggs with the interception. He be with the deception. The raps be dope. But I'm just saying, I come on here and I shows you love, baby.
Hey, T Smooth TV, I appreciate you for tapping in with us, brother.
Yeah, he being nice. I'm being serious. Next, let another cowboy rap star make a rap song and not drop West Coast. I'm going to take it as a diss track real quick. You feel me? Snoopy Dogg, what's up with your boy? Chris Davis, I see you, Wrench Gang. I see you, boy. And Starboy, I'm about to make you a moderator because I know you got that thing on you for real. You know what I'm saying? Let me go and hook him up. Chris Boats, hey, Boats, I'm about to make you a moderator too. You feel me? If I trust you, you're a moderator. That's just how it works. You feel me? So, yo, let's go ahead and slide this. So I just made 2 new people moderators over there. And then you guys already know Facebook, it takes them a couple minutes. So now we up on Facebook. I'm about to go through this. As I say your name, I want you guys to hit that share button and then hit that star button. You feel me? Christian Rampoon, what's up with you, my boy? Make sure if you haven't already, hit that star button. And then we also got my boy Joseph Warren. What's up with you, Joseph Warren? Appreciate you, my boy, for tapping in. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that star button. Sean Dean, what's up with you, Peter Rizzo? What's up, Rizzo? Appreciate you, my boy. I got the mob in the building. Appreciate you, sir. Hit that star button. Alberto, what's up, boy? I see you. Najee Harris, what's up with you, Najee Harris? Robert Ford, what's up with you? Gloria Jackson. OG Patrick Nelson, what's up with you, sir? Appreciate you. Hey, funny story. I told my OG, he asked me, say, West Coast, you coming to Arizona for the Super Bowl? I'm like, I was trying to tell him in a nice way, you know, it depends on what the Cowboys do, because if the Cowboys, you know, then I be in my feelings. So I hit him with the, oh, man, I got to talk to my lady because, you know, I got to make sure I got the money. Do you know this, my man? Do you know this, my effing Cowboy fan went on Travelocity and sent me 4 hotel rooms under $100? Yes, bro. If that ain't no damn real ass Cowboy fan, bro. He said West Coast, I don't want to hear no excuses. I love it. All right, in YouTube, we got Chris Boats, Starboy Entertainment, and Mike DC4L, man. So shout out to everybody. Hey, everybody hit the star button so that we can get straight into the content, man, because we limited today. We getting straight into the content right now. I'm going to trust that y'all going to do y'all job, right? Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go. Hey, so y'all saw the thumbnail. My thumbnails are straight to the point. I had 2 faces. Actually, I got to pause for a minute. Even though it's playoffs, and y'all already know, during the playoffs, I don't like to talk about individual accolades during the playoffs because I don't really give a damn if somebody made this and that if we don't do this as a team. But I got to give some love to my 3 guys who made the All-Pro. Shout out to the Lion. You feel me?
All right.
Michael Parsons made his 2nd consecutive All-Pro selection. First team, by the way.
Absolutely, as he should.
Shout out to Dez. Shout out to Dez Bryant, Michael Irvin, Drew Pearson, Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lil Bro. Sadarian. Hey, man, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something, too. Shout out to all the Cowboy fans that knew we made a mistake by trading Amari Cooper, but still have faith in 88.
Amen.
You was on the right side of history, man. You was on the right side of history. You feel me? Salute to you. And then also, you feel me? Shout out to, hey, listen to me, man. If he don't make All-Pro, you know something's wrong because he make it every year. Shout out to, man, the gladiator himself, Zach Martanimus, man, from the Martanimus tribe for I don't know how many consecutive he got. How long you been in the league? That's how long you been an All-Pro. Hall of Famer. Shout out to my boy Zach Martin for making an All-Pro too. Real quick, I'm going to ask you guys real quick, who should have made the list, who didn't make the list? Drop the names, why? Let's go.
Trayvon Diggs.
Absolutely. All-Pro, Trey Diggs.
Yeah. They let James Bradbury in over Diggs, so you know how I feel about that. I'm not saying that James Bradbury.
You talking about James Bradbury that I got film of chasing players?
Yes, him.
Oh, damn.
He was an All-Pro 2nd team above Trayvon Diggs. And I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's all that Eagle hype from their season, man.
Shout out Joey T with the stars, Jay Jones with and Karen Quito. Appreciate you. You know what, man? I'll say this real quick. The one thing I love about these All-Pro selections is this. Ain't none of these dudes is about to get paid this year, so Jerry loves all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Diggs, I'm going to tell you this right now. If Diggs would have been all-pro, Jerry pockets, I could feel him now. They be itching like a mug. So I know Jerry's like, Diggs, I'm sorry you didn't make it, but on the back end, he's like, God damn, that was close. Because if Diggs would have been all-pro 2 times in a row, oh, my God, that would have been ridiculous. Shout out Joey T with the 100 stars. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, next subject. Let's jump into the topic of this story of this show is straight to the point. It was going to be who has more to prove, Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn in this game. Who has more to prove? I want you to put it in the comment box. Who's your name right now? Which coach do you feel has the most to prove versus in this Tampa Bay game Monday night? Also, I'm going to tell you this right here. West Coast will be in the building, man, for Cowboys versus Tampa Bay, man. So I was actually going to surprise y'all, but my son in his big mouth came on here talking about why I can't go to Tampa Bay. I won't go to the game too, Dad. I'm like, what? Be quiet. I don't know. I won't go to the game too. Now he told the whole world I was going. So yeah, your boy West Coast will be in the building Monday night, man, for Cowboys versus Tampa Bay. So I appreciate y'all, for showing the love. But let's go. Quick question, real question: who got more to prove, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore?
This is West Coast. I'm actually surprised that you started this show with such a question because I don't even think it's up for debate. It was like there is somebody on this coaching staff that has a pedigree of being a Super Bowl winning coordinator, of being a head coach that led a team to consecutive playoff appearances, that led a team to a Super Bowl. And he is considered a defensive guru. He's considered an innovator and the reason behind the Legion of Boom, and that is Dan Quinn. Like, he has nothing else to prove as a defensive coordinator, because as a defensive coordinator, he was a made man coming in. He already showed you what he could do with his system, and then you look at what he already done for our defense. We were the 32nd ranked defense the year before he got here. We were on track to be the worst defense in history.
Ever.
We got better. Yeah, we got better towards the end of the season. But we were still like one of the worst defenses in football.
Ever. You got to say ever, bro. I don't think they're getting
ever.
Yeah, you got to say ever, bro.
Put some emphasis on that.
Yeah, it was ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that said, like, Dan Quinn, and I do realize he got Michael Parsons. I do realize that. But a lot of the guys were already here. DeMarcus Lawrence was already here. Trayvon Diggs was already here. Anthony Brown was already here. And, his scheme has helped these guys play at a high level. He's gotten the most out of all his players. He got the most out of Donovan Wilson. He got the most out of J-Ron Curse. Like, he has improved the life of all his defensive players. I can't say the same about Kellen Moore. Before Kellen Moore came here, Dak Prescott was 500 against winning teams. He was 32-16. He was a rookie of the year. He made 2 Pro Bowls. Dak Prescott has not made a Pro Bowl selection since Kellen Moore has been the offensive coordinator. Do you realize that? Now, like, his numbers have improved, but his passing volume has also increased as well. Like, there are a lot of things, like, there's really not even Kellen Moore, because Dak Prescott is just throwing the ball. Like, I can't say that Dak Prescott has became a better player since Kellen Moore has been here. Dak Prescott was already a good player. He already had a pedigree of being a top 10 quarterback before Kellen Moore got here. Who on this offense has Kellen Moore elevated, as a player?
Damn, I have a feeling you don't like Kellen Moore.
I'm not saying that I don't.
I'm like just saying Moore. I get this feeling you don't like that young man.
Ain't mad and nefarious.
Yeah, mad and nefarious.
But listen. Just hear me out. I'm gonna let y'all get to it, because we're talking about pedigree and stuff. Like, Dan Quinn has elevated a bunch of guys on this defense. Who has Kellen Moore elevated? Dak Prescott already was Dak Prescott when he got here. Ezekiel Elliott was already Ezekiel Elliott when he got here in that position. All right, our offensive linemen were the guys that are still here. They were Hall of Famers before he got here. All right, Amari Cooper was a first-round pick. He was a 1,000-yard receiver before he got with Kellen Moore. The only person you can say is CeeDee Lamb, and I believe any other offensive coordinator probably could have got the same shit out of CeeDee Lamb. So who has he elevated? Because remember, when Dak Prescott does not play, we are a bottom offense. So you can't even say it's Kellen Moore's scheme, because when Dak Prescott doesn't play, we had Andy Dalton. We weren't a good offense. He had Cooper Rush. We weren't a good offense. We had the Arena League boy. We weren't a good offense. Ben DiNucci, we weren't a good offense. So like we've seen Kellen Moore with like 5 or 6 different quarterbacks, and he has not really. And they say Schultz, they say Dalton Schultz,
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. That ain't good enough. That ain't.
It's not
300 or 400 yards from Noah Brown. That you really say he elevating a guy? Because let's be honest. Like when we talk about elevating players, and really, can you say that he elevated Dalton Schultz? Because even Dalton Schultz numbers are down when Dak Prescott's not there.
Yeah, because I look at this like.
What's your thoughts, Landor?
Oh, okay. I look at this like from being, in the streets. Because this boy here is almost like survival. Dak has survived Kellen Moore, in my opinion. I feel like he hasn't elevated the play of Dak Prescott or this offense really. Like the offense has been good, but I think it's more of the talent that's been holding us up. Know what I'm saying? I feel like a more competent or polished play caller could get way more out of this offense.
Facts.
Like easily. Because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that grinds our gears about Mr. Kellen Moore is always common sense stuff. It's just practical stuff. And he never does it. You know what I'm saying? And then when he do it, he just give you a little dose of it and then go away from it. Or don't do it consistently. Or don't do it at the right times. Like I said, the biggest gripe I got against Kellen Moore is play calling. It don't got nothing to do with his play design. His play calling is not up to par, in my opinion. Because especially, that's why I kind of got excited when Mike McCarthy got here. Because I wanted a seasoned play caller. You know what I'm saying? I wanted somebody who knows what he's doing in those critical situations, because that's what the difference between a win and a loss is. It might be this one play that I tricked your defense. It might be this one play, you know what I'm saying, that changes everything. And you got to be witty enough and experienced enough and confident enough and knowing your identity enough to be able to know what you need to do in them situations. Yeah. And if you still searching for yourself, that's not the best look for us in the playoffs. Like, you can get away with it during the season. See, that's what a lot of people gonna say. They like, we the number one offense out of that. But when the rubber meets the road, that's when it starts revealing itself, because you're playing against more efficient teams and better defenses. So now all of your little flaws, is way more emphasis on your flaws when you're going up against better teams. So That's why when we get to the playoffs, all of our flaws show. It's like all the makeup come out, because you can do that all regular season. But when the playoffs come, that's when it's more critical. That's when you have to be able to, beat the odds. And Kellen Moore has not been equipped to do that as of late, in my opinion.
And just one more thing, like you said, like we having these numbers, but there is a difference between dropping 50 on the Commanders and dropping 50s on the Eagles practice squad, then turning around and scoring 9, against the Kansas City Chiefs, or scoring 6 or whatever against an actually good team. Because when we played the 49ers, who were a very stout defense, we scored 17 points. And that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Because, there were plenty of opportunities in that 49ers game to get the offense rolling. Like, they play a 4-9. So, while, yes, they are stout, there are opportunities to run the ball against them, in the area vacated by the defensive end. Because they play a pass rushing style of defense. You can take advantage of that. They did not. Kellen Moore seen that the pressure was getting to Dak Prescott. We were pressured 20 times and dropped back, and he still did nothing to adjust. So, it's situational football. You see that your pass rush is having you see your pass blocking is having an issue. You need to run the ball more, take the pressure off, implement some play action, implement some screens, do something to slow down the pass rush. But he did not do that in that playoff game. So that's what we're talking about with Kellen Moore. Like he
just practical stuff,
smart football stuff.
Like give Tony Pollard the football, man.
Yes, like you rested him, and you still didn't give him the ball.
That's the type of stuff that grinds your gears, man. I mean, like I said, somebody said he called plays like they do on Madden. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, people on Madden still know how to stop the pass rush.
See, listen, Henny, this is what I was about to say. That's why you can't use Madden for no analogy ever, but this one, in my opinion. Because when you play Madden, you are the OC. So you going to do exactly what you know the best thing for you to do. Mm-hmm. If you get on this stick, you're going to try to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb. You're going to try to get the ball to Dalton Schultz. Like, you know who you're going to need to get the ball to. This is common sense stuff. Like, that's the only time I can say I like an analogy with Madden. Because look at that. You are the OC of the Dallas Cowboys when you playing this game. So, who are you going to get the ball to?
And also, I put up the because this is something I think that people always like to talk about, and that's Kellen Moore with the top scoring offense, and I think that's kind of like a it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird, bro, because like right now the Dallas Cowboys are the the fourth highest scoring offense in football right now, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we all remember games where we couldn't even score 15, 20 points this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we do a lot of stat stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, you fellas, we do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When we play good teams, we tend not to score a lot of points. And then when we play bad teams, we tend to put up 50, 60 points. So it's like that does, because you got to remember, people, everybody that's watching, I'm not even talking to the guys, but everybody that's watching, what they do is they just take all the points and add them up for the season, and they divide them by 17. And whatever that has the highest number, that's how you get ranked as far as offense. You know what I'm saying? What I really consider the best offense in football, honestly, is big plays, red zone efficiency, and third down. You know what I'm saying? Those are the three. I don't think there's just one stat that you can say that makes you the best offense, because I can guarantee you right now the NBA team that scored the most points is probably not the same team that won the NBA championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it takes more than that.
It takes more than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, when I'm looking at overall, I'm looking at your third down completion rate, because third down completion tells me what? How are you getting off the field? Like, you're only guaranteed three downs. Are you getting us extra downs? You know what I'm saying? Next, big plays. You know what I'm saying? Does your offense generate big plays? And the big plays are really only, in the NFL, that's only 14 yards. A lot of people don't even know that. It's not even 20 yards. Big plays, explosive plays in the NFL in the pass game are 14 yards. You know what I'm saying? We're not even talking 30-yard bombs. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, and another thing I would also say too, because you guys use the analogy of Madden. I'm going to tell you, if I ever lose in a Madden game, whenever I lose in a Madden, the first thing I do? I go to my stats and I see
what you did. Yeah.
Exactly. I'd be like, damn, I only got CeeDee Lamb had 4 catches. That's why I lost. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to look at your report card.
You look at your report card. You know what I'm saying? Another thing about judging on a good offensive coordinator is, one, how do you get your playmakers involved in the game? You know what I'm saying?
I got a point. Let me do a little point to that, what you said. Because, Mike McCarthy made it a point of emphasis, said he going to make sure Zeke and Tony get they touches. So that's a part of the plan. Now, we go into this game and we don't see that. Like, Big Mike, what you doing then? Because you assign yourself that job. So we better see Tony Pollard getting the football. And another thing I do want to see from Kellen Moore in this game, man, I feel like if we run that 3 tight end set, man, I really think that'll be real effective against the Bucs, man. I really do, because they linebacking core ain't really been that good all year in coverage. And you already know Dalton Schultz gonna eat. And they gonna have to respect the run from that formation too. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a heavy formation by default with 3 tight ends in there. So you can't just sit on the pass plays. Know what I'm saying? You got to respect. So I would really like that. If you don't do it much, at least do it in the red zone. Because that's what I was saying on my show. Like, you've been doing this all year. Now, that should be a part of your identity, because when you did it, it was effective. Yeah. So we can't go into this game and don't see this at all. Like, those are the problems I be saying.
And real quick, let me just get a shout out real quick. Real quick, shout out to my boy Joey T. Hey, man, Joey, we praying for you. I'm happy that you home, man. Appreciate you for the stars. Anybody else that sends super chats or anything on any network, that's HTM Sports, that's Landlord, that's West Coast Cowboy, we appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget, top star giver on any platform. Doesn't matter if you give it on Landlords, don't matter if you give it on Henny's. The top star giver or the top super chatter on any platform will be going home with a Micah Parsons jersey to celebrate his all-pro nod. Yes, he did make it. All right, so make sure you guys hit that star button. Top star giver will be going home with it. Don't matter if you small as hell. Don't matter if you big as hell. Either way, I got your size. Don't trip. Just hit the star button. Henny, what was you saying?
I was finna say, man, like, I actually do feel comfortable trusting them to run the ball in the playoffs. Because when you look at rushing attempts, like, we're sixth. We're sixth in the entire NFL in rushing attempts this year. And listen, we're second in rushing attempts for the teams left in the playoffs.
Bro, you be reading my freaking head. I was just about to say how many of those teams are in the playoffs right now.
Philadelphia is third overall, and they're first. That's left in the playoffs. They rushed the ball 32 times a game. Dallas Cowboys rushed the ball 31.2 times a game. The Giants rushed, or the Ravens rushed the ball 30.9 times. The Giants rushed the ball 30.6. 49ers rushed the ball 29.6. Let's see. Who else is in here? Buffalo rushes the ball 26.9 times. Like, once you get down here, like, it's a massive drop off towards the bottom. Because you see teams like Seattle, they rush the ball 25 times a game. Jacksonville rushed the ball 26 times a game. Cincinnati rushes the ball 24.9. Kansas City 24.5. Minnesota only 23 times a game. Tampa Bay only 22 times a game. So, like, when you actually talk about teams you can trust to run the ball over a 17-game sample size, you can trust the Dallas Cowboys to run the ball, because Tony Pollard's going to get a carry. Ezekiel Elliott going to get carried. Most of the time, like, I know it sounds crazy, but they are designing like little quarterback draws, little quarterback runs for Dak Prescott again. He's gonna get a couple carries.
And your quarterback.
See, the thing I was saying though, I wasn't really talking about running though. I was talking about making sure he get his touches. You know what I'm saying? That's two different things, because they'll run a lot of time with Zeke and then give Tony five rushes.
Hey, but you know what though? Listen to me though. In this game though, I don't really think this is gonna be a TP game though. Because if you really go look at the film, Zeke is the one that's had the most production versus this Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Zeke was averaging 5.2 yards a carry week 1 when we lost. He had 10 carries for 52 yards. Zeke looked real good versus them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think we just need to go into this game with no real predetermined notions and just play ball. You know what I'm saying? But the number one asset that I want to see Kellen Moore do is like what they do in the NBA. Like, bro, like all three of us could be basketball players. We on the 3, right? But I start passing the ball to Henny, right? Henny make 1 3, right? Okay, we going to dribble it down again. I see Henny in the corner. I'm going to push it to him again. Henny make it again. Landlord, what is that? Henny just hit 2 threes in our face on our team. What we about to do the next time going down?
Feed him.
I'm about to give it to him again. Hell, you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, and then he hit it again. The next time I'm gonna be like, hey, Henny, come here. Hey, you own. Exactly, you own. So this is what we gonna do. Just stay on the outside. We gonna bring him in, and we just gonna keep it down and keep shooting until you miss. You know what I'm saying? In a playoff game, it's really about the hot hand, man. Yeah. Whichever dude is bussing, let them bust, period.
This one thing I do want to see, too. I want to see us stress out these linebackers in coverage, especially if the run game ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them pull Tony out to the slot or something, because Devin White and them, they not gonna be able to cover Tony Pollard. Like, they're not gonna be able to cover him. If you send him on wheel routes or anything, man, Tony is one of the keys though. So, like you said, it might not be a Tony game in the rushing department, but he can make a lot of catches on these boys, man. They've been terrible in coverage all year. The linebacking core, the middle of the field is gonna be wide open. We're gonna have to exploit that. And this is one thing that's encouraging that I done seen as of late, contrary to what happened last year. Shout out to Miss Lisa VIC with the $5 super chat. She said, we got this game. Indeed, we do.
Salute.
Salute. I appreciate that. But this one thing I seen differently from last year. This year, it seems like we are leaning more towards playing matchup football. And that's what playoffs is to me too, West Coast. Like you said, feed the high hand. In that situation, that's automatically translate to the same thing. Like, you are playing matchup football. So if that matchup is working, you got to be able to have a competent OC to exploit that. Know what I'm saying? That's on your OC. You're going to have to be able to devise a plan to exploit that, and that will bring us home to win. Because I'm telling you right now, that's exactly what Tampa are going to do. If Tampa find a way to if they get like a couple of good plays on our cornerback too, Tom Brady going to milk that cow all game. Yeah, and we're going to be mad. Like, hopefully we be able to stop it a couple times early so it just won't get ridiculous. But they know how to play that type of football. Like, that's the way Brady been winning. Like, that might be the only kink in our armor, and Brady will just run it the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's smart football, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, and somebody said this statement right here that I like too. He says it says Mike McCarthy said yesterday that he wants Dak to run more. He said
he did.
Yeah, he said. I mean, he also made a statement that I thought was very cute too. He said, "I never told Dak never to stop running."
Yeah, I never told Dak not to run.
Yeah, and I'm like, Mike, is you dry snitching? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never told him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like my son. Like, it'd be two people. Like, I tell my sons know they can't snitch or they can't tell on each other, right? So I'll be like, who did it? My oldest son be like, I didn't do it. Well, it's only two of y'all. The proper answer is to say, we don't know who did it, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it.
Dry snitch.
Yeah, you basically telling me your little brother did it. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? What was y'all thoughts on that, man? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say, this is going to be real quick. Mike McCarthy been decided that he's not falling on the sword because he knows that his job stability ain't that like great in Dallas. Like, it's just not. And he don't have the liberty where it wouldn't be in his best interest to fall on the sword. That's just my point. It will not be. Nope. You got to be a stand-up guy in Dallas. Yeah, you just got to be like, look, we know you're going to be, getting pulled by the puppet strings to a certain degree anyway. But you got to be able to at least hold your own weight in these rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be a yes man as a coach in Dallas because that's going to be even worse for you.
Yeah, because, I mean, even yes men get fired in Dallas. So
you going to get fired regardless,
you gonna get,
especially if you just sitting up there doing what they want you to do and it fail, they ain't going to fire themselves.
Exactly.
They going to fire you. So you going to have to make that decision to be a man, grab your pal, and do what you need to be doing. Know what I'm saying? Regardless of what they saying. If you know it's the right thing, I'd rather get fired doing what I believe in than doing what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, I'd be able to sleep at night after that. That's the only way it makes sense in my opinion.
Go ahead, Henny.
All right, so yeah, basically, Henny run attempts in big games for Coach Marv. Well, I know for a fact in the Eagles game this year, we ran the ball 31 times. It wasn't pretty. And, Dak Prescott had to get involved, but I will bring the stats up for that after I answer this question for you, Coach Marv. But, in terms of that, what was the question again? I got sidetracked.
He said run attempts in big games, I believe.
No. We were talking about Dak Prescott running. Or
was it Mike McCarthy? You was talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with everything you said in regards to that, because I feel like he knows that like he will be the poster child for any debacle or failure that we have.
Absolutely.
In Dallas. So he already
would be crucified.
Yeah. So like
I like Mike
McCarthy, like hold up now. Like I ain't tell him to call this. I ain't tell the quarterback not to run. Like he making sure they all these narratives they be trying to throw him under the bus for. He tried to stay clear of that. So like he's trying to make sure, especially like if it don't work out in Dallas, he just won back-to-back 12 games. You know what I'm saying? He will still get a job as the head coach somewhere else, even if they don't win a playoff game.
And you know what's crazy too? Name me a list of teams that's like there are teams right now that have coaches, right? But there's not teams that have coaches that have back-to-back 12-win games. So it's like, think about this. If you put Mike McCarthy out there, I would actually think that there might actually be jobs that instantly just come available, right? Because, bro, if you are looking at Mike McCarthy like, bro, this dude just went from nowhere. If I will take 12, the Jets, I promise you, whoever their coach is, I don't even know who the Jets coach is. But I promise you they're interested. You feel me? Like, bruh, like if Mike McCarthy was fired, think about this. If Mike McCarthy was let go of this team, all these Kellen Moore's getting a call, this guy's getting a call, all those dudes would then have to book their interviews the next week. Because if Mike McCarthy came available, he's now the hottest coach available right now. Bro, 12 wins. Listen to me. Remember when they fired was it Lovie Smith after he went 10-6?
Mm-hmm.
And people was like, bro, what is they doing?
Yeah.
And look at what did Chicago do after that? Nothing.
Then look at the adversity that Mike McCarthy overcame. Like y'all forget. You remember them Jason Garrett days? Like y'all might not feel like Jason Garrett the way I feel about him, because as soon as we miss one person, one injury, it could be the long snapper. We are finna lose.
He said the long
we
snapper.
finna lose. Y'all know that. If y'all real Cowboy fans, y'all know I ain't sitting here lying. It's the truth.
Yep.
If we had one injury, if Sean Lee was out, it's over. If Tyron Smith was out, it is over.
And you know what's crazy? We would lose Sean Lee. We would be like, Sean Lee would be out on it. That's when I was like young and I understood football, but I didn't really understand the dynamics of football. But it was over. I'm like, damn, how did a linebacker affect us that much?
But look, let me get to it. Like, you gotta think. Okay, we just seen the difference. I appreciate this because we just left the Jason Garrett era. Like, I really appreciate the fact that Mike McCarthy is able to overcome all this stuff. We overcame Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith just got back, y'all. And then we overcame Dak Prescott missing 5 games. Like, if this was Jason Garrett, man, we'll probably be a 7 and what? You know what I'm saying? 4.
Terrence Steele got hurt.
Terrence Steele got hurt. Jordan Lewis, Anthony Brown. Like, we ain't missed a beat, man.
Yep.
Mike McCarthy has done a very good job at head coach, y'all.
Yep.
Like, because that's why I've been one of the main people that's taken up for him, bro. Because I remember Jason Garrett. You miss one player and it's over with. It ain't even no competition. It's over. You know what I'm saying? If we was missing one player, and let alone going to the playoffs, y'all must have forgot 8-8.
Right, right.
Y'all forgot 8-8. And now you got a coach coming in with 12 wins back-to-back, and you in the playoffs both years. The only other year when Dak Prescott missed most of the season. So put some respect on Mike McCarthy's name, man. Like I said the last screen, this man really could have been up for Coach of the Year.
Facts.
Like, real talk. Probably his pedigree is the only reason he wasn't, like, nominated.
Yeah, so
Coach Marr,
I do got the numbers you asked for those particular games. Philadelphia this year, we ran the ball 31 times. Green Bay, we ran the ball 31 times. Arizona last year was 17 attempts. The game against the 49ers last year was 21 attempts. So it's hit or miss. Like, they are not as consistent in some of those games that you mentioned. But, you know, this year in general, we have run the ball more. Because even in the games this year where we felt they should have ran the ball more, they should have ran the ball maybe 41 times instead of 31 times. It wasn't like they hovered around the 19 attempt, 20 attempt mark. So just judging off this year, they've done a much better job of running the ball. Even games we said they should have ran here instead of passing the ball, they ran the ball pretty much the entire game and made situational mishaps.
You took it right out of my head. That's why I said, like, I was on my show with Boss Cowboy, And I had to give him a little pushback because he's ready to open the pit and throw Kellen Moore in it. Now, hey, listen to me. I made some T-shirts once that fire Kellen Moore, so I can't not say I'm not with him at times. You know what I'm saying? But
you say you made some T-shirts.
Yeah, I did.
You was for real.
Yes, I did. I was selling them for $25. They actually still for sale, to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We just not promoting them. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling him the same thing. Like, there are things that Kellen Moore has improved on because we are actually running the ball more. It's just now the same thing Henny said. It's just now the situational. Like Green Bay, like I can't get mad and be like, oh, we should have ran the ball 45 times. That's not really realistic. You know what I'm saying? We ran the ball 31 times. You know what I would have liked us to do? Ran the ball 35 times. You know what I'm saying? Just give me 4 more times. You know what I'm saying? Give me a run on that 3rd and 10. I'm not at 3rd and 10, that 3rd and 3. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Give me a run at the end of the fourth quarter, the 2 runs at the end of the fourth quarter when we couldn't make them use their timeout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I only really need like 3 more actual runs. I'm not asking for like 15 or 20. Like he has gotten past the days of just, Lord. Kellen Moore has grown past the days of only running the ball like 12 times in a game. Like, he knows that
he ain't got no choice at this point.
Because, bro,
we need to collectively knock on wood first.
Yeah, and think about this, bro. Think about this. Bro, if you only run the ball 12 times, your ass had better win the game. Because if you don't, that is going to be a huge eyesore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, 30-second story. My wife's sister husband is Dominic McGuire. Her ex-husband is Dominic McGuire. Played in the NBA. Always known as a guy for defense, right? And I remember me and my father-in-law was sitting in his house, right? This is when he played for Golden State Warriors. And I'm like, my father-in-law, he go, Dominic. He say, man, I watched you at UCLA. Why you don't shoot the ball, man? And he goes, Dominic says, man, if you shoot the ball when this ain't your time to shoot the ball in the NBA, your ass better make it. Because if you don't, you are going to the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That bench is your friend.
That bench is going to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at now. Like, that's where I'm at now with Kellen Moore. It's about situational things. Shout out for the Stars. It's now about situational things. And I'm going to tell you, that's where I also got to give a little Mike McCarthy. I'm going to have to smack you. I'm going to have to smack your hand in a little bit. Why? Because, listen, I know you don't have control over play calling, but I know you have control over situational. And I'm going to tell you this right now, Mike, if you took a job where you can't be control of situational things, bruh, listen to me. You feel me?
Yeah, you need to go ahead and lead.
If I'm in a relationship and I can't get the big piece of the chicken, yeah, fam, we ain't together, baby. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Every time your brother come to the house, he get the big piece of chicken. Nah, fam. You
need to put my plate down here first too.
Hey, go talk on it, speak on it, man. Go ahead, give me your thoughts on that.
You go ahead, landlord.
I was just messing with him. You better put my plate down first too. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
I need that. But yeah, man. I feel the same way about it, man. I don't know what Mike McCarthy was planning on, but you got to be a man to man up to the situation that you agreed to. So if you agreed to that job, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you knew for a fact, but I'm gonna keep it real with you though. Mike McCarthy might have been trying to get that check too. You know what I'm saying? Because when he first got in here, he was lying about doing all that research. You know what I'm saying?
He was job. He said, I ain't did nothing.
That man was trying to get that check too, though, so I can't even
so
be
gangster
mad
about
it
too. And Stephen Jones looked at his ass like, he gave him that look. You know how one of your homeboys say some sideways stuff, you be like, this motherfucker said,
he tricked me. I've been hoodwinked.
Yeah.
Bamboozled.
Well, you hit him with he said, this motherfucker said, what?
Indeed. Hey, funny thing, they said in a Cowboys meeting today, Mike McCarthy said that they show baby pictures to the 10 players who were alive the last time the Cowboys won a road playoff game. San Francisco in 1992.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I love it, bro. I love
I
it.
do too.
That's motivation.
Listen,
that's good motivation right
bro,
there.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all can be mad at me, but I'm about to say this, and I know it don't matter. But I feel like losing that Washington game was probably the best thing that could have happened to this team, bro.
I feel like that too.
Bro,
now.
like, have you ever been like really feeling like you got the baddest shoes on, or you the baddest dude, you the this or that, and then somebody just pop you in your mouth, and you be like, damn. Yeah, I was tripping.
It ain't like I thought it was.
Yeah,
it ain't sweet
tripping.
over here.
I was tripping. Yeah, I was tripping. Hey, player slip. That's what it is. I needed that. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts on?
They said.
Yeah, hey, player slip up too. Hey, what are y'all thoughts on the Cowboys, man, using this game? And think about this. Since the Cowboys didn't win that Commanders game, there wasn't because sometimes like what I see what I see a lot of times in this little kids football, the 6U, 8-year football is they put so much sugar on these kids. You know what I'm saying? You the greatest, you the this, you this. No, you're not. You're 13, bruh. You don't know what the 13-year-old in Nassau in Cookie is doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like we're not able to do a lot of that. When that 49er game, bro, I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna watch this game. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my tickets for the next game. Why? Because I know we're about to, bro, it just feels, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I feel different about this game. I feel we're more locked in on this game. What are y'all thoughts, man?
I feel different about the go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, man, like we always perform great when people don't expect shit from us. Yes. Like everybody has already said we're dead, we're buried. You know, they sending flowers over to the family. You know, they got that big plate of chicken they serve at the funerals. They sent it over to all our kinfolk. They already said
hold on, Henry. You know you from the South. You supposed to say fume. Not the funeral with the fume. My bad, man. Y'all know I'm silly, man. Go ahead.
For real though, they already said it was a wrap. So you know, Dallas Cowboys are gonna go in here and they're gonna flex their muscles, man. Like we're the team with the All-Pro players. We're the team with the All-Pro receiver. We're the team with the All-Pro pass rusher.
Did they have any All-Pros? Tampa?
Tampa Bay had a couple. Like they had Worth made it as a right tackle.
Tristan. That's who Micah gonna be going up against, right?
If they want him,
everybody's gonna be going. Hey man, hey, I'm gonna throw some names out there. Let's do random fire names. Random fire names. Answers must be short. Give y'all thoughts on this game real quick. I'm going straight out the gate. D-Law, real quick. Landlord, what's your thoughts
on D-Law in this game?
Yep. Real quick, let's go. Rapid fire.
I feel like he gonna do exactly what D-Law usually do. Be solid against the run, and I believe he can generate some consistent pressure as well, man. I think D-Law gonna ball out.
Strip set.
D-Law.
Strip set.
Ooh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I have that weird feeling like D-Law's gonna do. Two players that next player, I'm gonna tell you, because this guy really got snubbed. Trevon Diggs.
Interception.
What's your thoughts?
Trey, I feel like Trey gonna get him a pick. He about due.
He due, bruh. He is due, bruh.
He due for a pick.
He is due. Go ahead.
And if you shadow him with Mike Evans, Brady ain't gonna have no choice but to throw it to him.
And one thing about Brady is he gonna let that thing go, bruh. Like one thing I like about Brady is he not afraid to throw interceptions, so he'll throw the ball. Like Tom Brady throw interception, nobody's saying nothing to him.
We got a Sterling Hughes in here talking about some cowgirls. I don't know where y'all do that.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to the cowgirls, the beautiful. Hey, shout out to the beautiful cowgirls out there in the building. Listen to me. You can't get mad at me. How you gonna listen to me? If you're a girl and you like the Cowboys, that means you're a cowgirl. It just sounds weird, so we don't say it. But we turning all hate and turning it into love. So you right. Shout out to them beautiful cowgirls and cow ladies out there. I mean, it could be one of them ugly ass. Have you seen an Eagles fan's girlfriend before? Girl get that big ass beak on her. You can't even take her to dinner. God damn it, they gonna charge you double. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and don't try to come up here
busted and
disgusted like a mug, bro. I'm just saying, ugliest thing I ever seen in my life was an Eagles fan girlfriend on my life. I see why the whole city be pissed off all the time. Wilson says, I don't know, man. The Bucs are a little too calm. Listen to me. You want to know why they're a little too calm? Because you're not a Bucs fan. You're not watching their content. You don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to gauge teams that we don't even support. You feel me? We ain't even really start talking about the Bucs until when? Skin 30 last week. You know what I'm saying?
But
you want to know why the Bucs
I feel like
the Bucs aren't a good team too. So that's probably part of the reason why they're really calm. They didn't actually win more games than they lost. So I would be pretty calm if I was 8-9 too. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
They ain't got nothing to lose. They
have nothing to lose. Like they literally got into the playoffs by default. Go ahead.
I feel like this is a gut check game too. Real talk. Cause I feel like we being disrespected. And that's the best thing for a team that's an underdog. Like that's why this year feels so different to me. Because we the underdogs. I just seen all the mainstream media, the BSPN people, everybody picking the Bucs. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. If y'all made of the same stuff I'm made of, this is the type of game you ready for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the players too, bro. You got to stand up for this. Because one thing I know about a real competitor and an athlete, man, you take this personal, man. You take this personal. You know how much work these boys put in every day?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To be great and perfect their craft, and then for the opponent to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay. You should be checking out. You should be writing your list down. You finna respect me. You got me messed up type vibes. Yeah. I expect my team to be mad and angry and come out here and actually play some real football. So I can't wait to Monday night, y'all.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about it. Extremely excited. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, all the you know, you gotta think, man, road teams did real well think about this. We were a home team that got put out the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay was a home team that got put out of the playoffs last year. I think a team that's on the road just comes in more determined. Why? Because like we're going to be in Raymond James Stadium. It's going to be 77,000 in there. I think we're going to be about 30 deep, you know what I'm saying? About 30,000 deep, you know what I'm saying? So they going to hear them cannons. They ain't going to hear them too much because they ain't going to score too much. But we going to be in the building, man, and I'm going to tell you, man, in them blue uniforms, bro, it's just something about it, man. These dudes is about to lock in. You got to think, bro, our whole team is built for these under like, you know, Dak is really an overachiever, bruh. He an underdog. Dak is actually built for this anyway. If you told me, damn, Dak is going to have to sit behind a guy for a couple years and hopefully wait for this guy to get injured so he can get the job and in one game go out there and storm a defense to keep the job. Like, Dak has always been about the understory. You feel me? Then you got Zeke. Man, Zeke is the type of guy who has played in a big game since he was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? I talk to Zeke's dad all the time. One of the funniest things his dad tells me is it's so easy for my son to get up for big games. Why? Because he's always played in big games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you built like that, man.
When you're built like that, you're built like that, bruh.
Dak said, I've been getting up all my life. That's what he said. He said, I've been getting up all my life. So this is no different. Like, I love the underdog mentality. I love it because it keeps you hungry enough to keep going to try to be great, aspiring to be great. That's what it does. Like, and I think Micah even got it. Micah still got that type of hungry mindset. Like, still. 2 All-Pros in a row, Rookie of the Year, all of that. He's still hungry. Like, it's a different level of competition and fire and desire inside of players who want to be great. It just is. Like, that's one of the things that you see in common through all the great players. Like, Kobe got that mindset. MJ had that mindset. Tom got that mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the greatest or the great, they got a special fire in them to make them go get it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like to see from Michael Parsons and players like that, man. I love it.
Go ahead, Henny.
You both gonna show out, man. And listen, it's not even a team that matches up well against us. Like, I would understand if they had this juggernaut run game and this great run defense to stop what we want to. They ain't got none of that.
They got Tom Brady. This is a team
that want to go out here
and
try to pass
Tom Brady. They're hanging their hopes on Tom Brady.
That's it. Yeah, like when the last time a team just passed all over us without a run game and won? It ain't happened. Not this year anyway. It ain't happened. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I feel so good. They're a team that's lost 9 games. They're a team that strength is going to match up against our strength. They want to pass the ball. We're a great passing defense. So, you know, they can't run the ball. We're not that good of a run defense. So if everything lines up for us to be able to take advantage of this team.
Facts.
Already, it's no reason for us to lose this game. if we play sound football. One of the biggest things I don't want to see, though, before I have to wrap this up, because I got to get up out of here in a minute. But one of the main things I want to see is us to play a clean game. I do not want to leave this game feeling like we beat ourselves. We have always been our biggest enemy in these type of games. Come out here and play a different game. Come out here and be smart and fundamentally sound and do not turn the football over. And you're going to win. It's simple. The best teams win. All the Tom Brady opponents and throughout all his playoff runs, all they did was play smart football and then turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? He stayed close to the end of the game and kicked the field goal. Most of them. So do not give him no assists. Do not give him no alley-oops, like I said on my video. And we going to be fine, man. We the better team. Long as we don't beat ourselves, we will beat the Tampa Bay Bucs. And that's it right there.
I heard that, man. Well, hey, man, shoot, we've been on here for an hour, man. We're going to get these guys up out of here, man. Hey, let them know where they can find you guys at.
Yeah, man, it's go ahead, Kinfolk.
I gave you a little pause, my bad, but you already know, man. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Holla at your boy. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And then Henny.
Hey, it's HTM Sports on everything except for Facebook. On Facebook, it's Henny the Moore. Like, subscribe, tap in. We're trying to grow this channel, man.
You know it. Hey, and you guys already know who you've been watching with. I will be live later on today, so make sure you guys continue to keep your notifications on.
Ooh. Hey, before we get out of here, there's a good question though. It's a good question.
What?
Who will have a big game that is not a big name Cowboy?
T.Y.
Yeah.
T.Y. I'm gonna say Donovan Wilson.
Damn, those are two good names. Damn. Those are two really good names. I'm gonna go with something super duper unorthodox. Super duper. Because I want to sound smarter than you two guys. Tyler Biadasz, bro. Like,
we need him too.
We need this mother effer to happen. Like, bro, if
one
Dak
quick caveat
is free, Dak is clean the whole game. Dak is gonna, bro. He's gonna samurai sword these dudes, bro. Folks don't understand what Dak does to defenses when he can run the ball and he's not getting hit. Bro, he slices your ass apart, bro.
A clean pocket.
Dak is surgical, bro. Like, Dak is like 23 of 27 type stuff. When he's running the ball, bro, oh my God, bro, and it ain't getting touched.
Man, I hate I got to wrap it up. But look, let me say this one thing right quick. When I was looking at the last game, man, Tyler Biadasz, it seemed like a lot of the time they tried to elect to let Zach Martin get Vita Vea. I want to see Tyler be able to man up and take that role too. But one thing will be big for this game to change the whole momentum and the temperament of this football game, man. Let Dak run a good little run early in the game and get physical. Let him get physical. I want to see Dak go boom. I'm talking about put the shoulder on somebody, and I promise you, it's just different. It's like a espresso shot for this whole football team. It'll change a lot of stuff. Like when you see your leader, when you see your quarterback out there putting it on the line, it's finna everybody. They know they can't BS around. They gotta come with it. So I want to see that, man. Early in the game, let Dak run and get a nice little run in, man, and it's gonna change everybody.
Okay, I heard that. Well, hey, man, it's your boy West Coast. It's HTM Sport. This is Landlord. Make sure if you haven't already, man, make sure you guys all go hit that share button. And then also make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, guess what? If Dak is a turnover machine, you know what that means? That means he's for sure winning the Super Bowl this year. You want to know why? Because the person who led the league in interceptions last year won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I love Dak is looking like a Super Bowl quarterback already. You just got to know your stats. Matthew Stafford last year led the league in interceptions, and guess what? He also won a Super Bowl. So and he turned around and damn near led the league this year. You feel me?
Yep.
And it's got his coach thinking twice about coming back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, salute to everybody, man. I will see you guys later on today, and you guys already know what it is.